Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to do a blast cycle update. Been 3 weeks into it. Had to modify it, which I'll explain everything in a minute. But essentially, what I did is because I have to take blood work every 3 months with my doctor, I do a 2 month on and then 1 month off. At least that's what I'm doing in the meantime. So, like 1 month TRT, and then every 2 months I up the doses on the test and add other compounds. But it's been about 6 months since I did a proper blast, and even that one, I mean, in previous videos, I didn't. I suspected that I didn't even have a good source that time because I think my stuff was really underdosed or faked or something, because I really didn't even get anything. This was like last September to December-ish. So really, it's been like a solid year since I did a blast cycle, and when I was about 30 pounds heavier as well, okay? So since then, I've gotten a bit deflated, and I've also been on some aggressive cuts. I've done 2 pretty aggressive cuts to bring my weight down under 200. I was up to like 230 before. Now I'm floating between 195 and 200. So I'm going to go to the gym right now. I'll be interested to see what I'm at this week. So anyway, I'm considerably smaller than I was before, and when I started this blast cycle, I was down a lot of muscle mass. So like when I would go to the gym, I wasn't pushing anywhere close to the amount of weight as I was definitely a year ago when I was hitting PRs every time I would go to the gym, essentially. But the good news is I upped my test dose to 400 milligrams a week, which is like the largest amount of testosterone I've done in about a year. And as well, I added NPP, which I knew was from a good source, at around 250. But the only thing is, I only had like 2 weeks worth of NPP. So, and I ordered Masteron about 2 weeks ago from the source that I picked up off before, but I haven't gotten anything from them yet. So I might have been ripped off by them. So I have no Masteron. That's what I was going to add to the stack as well. So this might turn out to be pretty much a test-only cycle, other than the 2 weeks of NPP I had just to kickstart it. But that being said, I have filled out reasonably well. Nowhere to where I was before, but reasonably well. And I've been eating a little bit more. I'm in no way, shape, or form on a cut right now. So eating like 3 solid meals a day. Nothing, not like I'm on a bulk or anything, but you want to eat well, especially when I want to be putting on mass and strength back on my frame again, right? Without putting on too much excess weight. So I put on about 5 pounds, which isn't anything too considerable, but it's still something. But the one thing I have noticed, and I believe this is the NPP, but as well the testosterone. I believe the testosterone is just starting to take hold right now because it takes a few weeks to build up in your blood. But the NPPs, whenever I run NPP, I always know within a week or so that you're feeling it. And what happens is, like for example, something like doing pull-ups, you just have like those extra reps in reserve, like that you wouldn't necessarily normally would have, or like with curls, or like with anything. It's like, say I'm on like the 8th rep and I'm feeling kind of like close to the end, I still have like 5 more in there. It's like you just find somewhere within you the power to do those extra 5 more reps. Okay, so and in doing so, you're going to build more. Obviously, that's more strength, and that's going to translate to more gains. So that's the one thing I love about NPP. I really wish I had more. I'm not going to risk getting anything else, especially it's almost like it's too late now to do it. Like I said, I'm only doing 2-month cycles, but at 400 test only, if that's what it comes down to, I think that would be fine by me. And the testosterone I got is actual legit pharmaceutical grade, so I know that I'm getting that. That's a good source, and that's a reliable source as well. So like I would have hated if I had to get my test from UGL and not even know if this was going to be legit, and then maybe not even get it at all. Like I'd be shit out of luck, right? So 400 tests a week. I'm going to let that go for another, now I'm only like 3 weeks into it, so I got another month and a bit, which is, a shorter duration than like that would be ideal. Ideally, you want to be doing like 3 or 4 months to get real results. But that being said, you get, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 months forward, 1 month back type thing. So by the time, you get back on the next cycle, and you're getting blood work in between, so if you're, you can modify it, which is pretty good too, right? So if you are getting high in the red blood cell count, maybe you'll dial it back, the doses for the next 3 months or something, you know what I mean? Just to get, or donate blood if you really wanted to. But my blood work is reasonably fine, although it was slightly elevated on the hematocrit, but it wasn't like it was in a dangerous range, so I'm okay with that. I'd much rather a little bit higher on the red blood cell count than lower on red blood cell count. So, and that's just not normal, natural for being on any type of gear, is having a little bit higher red blood cell count. But you obviously don't want your blood to turn into like jam or jelly trying to pump through your system. What else should I say? Well, just the noticeable gains. It's nothing that is too drastic. I really wish I would have got that master on. Maybe it'll come. Maybe they're delaying their shipments or some shit, or they're had to brew some more, so it's a bit delayed. I doubt it. I think I got ripped off, is what it is. But I now know in the future not to get off these motherfuckers again. But if I really wish I got that master on, because a master on complementing like 400 mass with the 400 testosterone, I know my gains. I would have made serious gains, and Masteron's one that you know when you're on it. But when you start taking it, and like within a week, it's like, okay, there it is, and it just complements the testosterone well. So yeah, I really wish I would have got that. And to be honest, I wish I had more MPP to continue running that. Although I think that's a good idea if you really want to kickstart a cycle and then translate it into something else. Then running like a month or like a few weeks of NPP at like a reasonable dose will definitely do that. But I'd recommend just running the NPP all through the cycle, to be honest, for 3 months anyway. But if you only had a little bit, kickstart the cycle like I did, and it definitely filled me out and brought my strength up within 2 weeks. Very noticeable difference. I'd say I added about 25% strength to my lifts, or at least in the rep ranges. Added an extra 25%, which is good. And I was getting mad pumps and mad vascularity and shit when I was leaving the gym. And that's only 2 weeks into it. That's normally, I would say, like the real start of the effects is like starts at 2 weeks. So, in another 2 or 3 weeks, I'll report in again and see where I'm at. I'm going to measure my weight right now, so see where that's at as well, and keep track of that, because I do expect putting on a little bit of weight. Although a lot of it will be a little subcutaneous kind of water weight, which is fine. But as long as I'm not going to blow it out too much. But the main thing for me is just filling out again, getting at least some good strength and size, because like I said, I took some aggressive cuts, and I believe that really, even though it brought my weight down, brought my fat down considerably, it also brought my strength down and my size as well, deflated me a lot. But that's just the way she goes, and I think everybody should go on aggressive cuts sometimes, even though you're going to lose some gains. In the end result, if you're playing the long game, it's going to be better for you as well. So the less fat you have, the better the androgens work anyway, right? So maybe that's why in this particular stack is working so well, because my actually fat weight's down as well. So that's an idea as well. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what your comments are. I like to do these update videos just for my own kind of record, but sharing it with you guys too. So let me know what you think. But right now, pretty much unless this Masteron magically appears, I'm going to be running 400 tests for the next at least 5 more weeks or so. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.